Hey guys, welcome back to some of my favorite days. We are making another coffee cake today. It is a lazy day. I'm in my pajamas. This has gone over pretty well, and I am substituting the oil in it for the homemade applesauce that I've been making from the case of apples that we got in January. So it's working out well for not wasting any of that stuff. We have a little bit shorter of a video this week. There were 2 days I didn't film other than the storm that we drove in on the way to the funeral. Of course, I'm still making tons of food though. I broke 2 bread machines this week and we finally broke our cold spell. Tonight's dinner is going to be a pasta dish. I'm sauteing onions. I have leftover sharp tail and broth and some other random ingredients. I let it thicken up in the pot and then add cheese to it. Well, it finally happened. It fell apart, so it's not going to hold liquid anymore. It's just coming out the bottom and running down into the machine, so that's going to be the end of that machine. So now we are mixing it up by hand and we're going to let it rise. Today is the 17th and we just got home from an appointment, and I have these in the freezer that need to get eaten up, so I pulled them out. I'm gonna go ahead and use up that half an onion and some potatoes and just cut it up and fry it up and make like a hash tonight. And here's that dough I'm working on too, since the mixer broke. Last night I washed up a bunch of potatoes for dinner and I did not use them all, so I have a few of them left here. So for lunch today I am going to try and focus on what I'm going to do with these potatoes. I'm going to look in the fridge for any leftovers and brainstorm. All right, so I put the sharp tail leftovers into some brown gravy and I made those potatoes. I'm gonna mash them up with the masher now. I have the bread done and I'm going to heat up and salt and butter some corn. Finally broke our extreme cold. We were at 25 below with a wind chill up to 50 below for 3 or 4 days now. Time to take the trash can down the driveway. Here's a package of stew meat I'm gonna put in with salsa and some taco seasoning. I'm gonna add in these tomatoes and then make this rice and beans into a side dish. This is my favorite way to cook meat. It just gives me so many options for the main meal and for leftovers. It's breakfast time and we don't have any eggs on the counter, so I'm heading out to grab some from the coop. Five eggs so far today. I've got to come back and bring in some food. We've got the new machine out. We're making a full batch of bagels today. The new used machine, I should say, from the yard sale. We've got that going. It's got a much heavier weighted bottom to it, so it doesn't move around the counter like the old one did. So, bagels for the weekend. Okay, today is the 20th of February and I need to use up these old jalapenos in the fridge. So what I'm gonna do is cut them up. I'm gonna chop up these tomatoes real small and some of this red onion and make like a tomato jalapeno topping for some of our food. The boys like it real spicy. And then any that I have left over jalapenos, I'm just gonna toss in this jar here for the boys. I also have this I pulled out from the cupboard. I'm gonna look up a recipe. I want to try and make some homemade barbecue sauce. Shopping out in the garage, I went ahead and I'm gonna pull a couple packs of deer steaks out, some butter, a thing of cheese, our last thing of bacon, and then this giant pack of tortillas. I'm gonna bring that in for this weekend. It's like a heat wave today.
Can I see?